this is Eitel from WebScripto, and today we're going to have a look at creating your first blog post on your new WordPress website. Now, many clients frown when I tell them to write as many blog articles as they possibly can, because when they planned their website, it was definitely not part of the plan to write blog posts. They wanted a website, not a blogging area. Now, just a quick note before we start. The reason why we recommend people write blog articles as soon as possible and as often as possible is to get your website active, to create new content, to entice people to come back to your website, to share information, to make it a quality website, to have Google and other search engines recognize it as an informative website, and which it should place higher in its ranking pages. So a website that has a lot of new content, refreshed content, reworked content, and relevant content will definitely score higher than a website that has become stagnant. So with that out of the way, let us have a look at how we create, or how we should go about to create our first blog article. Right, I'm already in the WordPress administrators panel. I just want to remove my cell phone because it's making silly noises. We are already in the administrators dashboard, as you can see. Now, on the left hand side where your administrators menu panel is, you can hover over the menu item posts, and it will give you 4 sub pages which you can go to. The first one is all posts. Now, this will take you to a list of all the posts that have been created. Now, we can create a new post by clicking on the add new button. We can create a category. There's a specific area for categories. We will not use that in this tutorial, because when you go to add new, there is an area where you can create a category as well. So you will most probably never use the category menu item here. And the same apply for tags. Tags are simply search keywords that people can use on your website. Google and other search engines will also have a look at your tags to see what the website is about, or specifically what the article is about. But once again, you will most probably never use this tag page, because in the add new post there is an area where you can also create tags, and we will actually create a category and a tag as soon as we start creating our article. Now, I'm just going to hop over to WebScripto's website. As you can see here, there are quite a number of blog articles with relevant images. We are going to have a look at how to add images as well, and then we're going to have a look at how an actual blog what it looks like when you have opened it, where there are images placed inside the article, and we're going to do that as well. But let me just close these 2 tabs. I don't need them anymore. They were just there for the quick display. So let's go to the post area, as I've said earlier, and create, click on all posts. Now you will see that there is already a Hello World post, an example post 1, and a lorem ipsum draft. Now, whenever a WordPress installation or WordPress is installed on a website, it will automatically create a Hello World post, just to let you have a look at what the post may look like. The example post is just in order for us to populate this list so that you can see all the articles or blog posts that have been written will be displayed when you click on all posts. Now at the top one, lorem ipsum, we are going to create a lorem ipsum post today. This is a draft. The reason why I left it here is to show you that you can draft a blog article, you do not necessarily have to post it immediately in order for it to go live. So you can keep it as a draft whilst you're working on the document, or whilst perhaps you're asking somebody to edit the document for you, to look at grammatical errors. I make use of this feature as English is definitely not my first language, and it definitely falls short of me being competent. But be that as it may, let's create Add New. We will see at the top here there's also Add New button, so you can click either Add New here in the menu or Add New on the top button there. I'm going to click this button, Add New. Now, if you have ever worked with a word processor, the next page will look quite familiar. This is the block area where we create the post. Now, this area here is a word processing area. So if you've worked with a word processor previously, this will not be new to you. These icons will be quite familiar to you as well. I'm not going to go through all of them. I suggest you go to them. Some of these icons may not be on your website. This is a Divi website that I've built on a Divi platform, so it has some extra features here which may not be in your website. Right at the top, we are prompted to enter a title here. Now, we are going to make a lorem ipsum post, so I'm just going to copy from a document that I've prepared. I'm going to paste the title there, lorem ipsum. Now, if lorem ipsum appears strange to you, lorem ipsum is just dummy text that was used when printing was still new and people wanted to test their printers. It was just dummy text that they've created to see whether all the letters are printed properly. So once we have the title there, we need now to add our content. We can actually type it in here. I normally do the work in a Word document, and when I'm done with that, I will copy it and just paste it into this area. You can see this looks exactly like a Word document. So yeah, that's the way I go about in creating a blog post. Now, once we have the text in here, we need to do a couple of things. First of all, I want to have a picture. I'm just going to remove this video area quickly so that I can show you some content here on the right hand side. If I want to add an image into the document itself, I can click wherever I want to add that image. Just at the top of the word processor, there's an Add Media button. Now, if I click on Add Media, it will take me to the WordPress media library. This is just part of the WordPress database. Now, I have a little image here that I'm going to drag in here, and I'm just going to paste it there. I'm going to click Insert Post. We will go back to the post and we see that the image has been included. Now, obviously this does not look great. I would like to wrap this text around this image. Now, we can do two things here, and I'm actually going to do show you two things. If we click on the image, we are now able to edit the image. We can wrap the text to the right hand side if we click Align Left, or we can place it on the right hand side and wrap the text to the left of the image. We can place it in the middle. We can place it to the left where it has been initially. I am going to wrap the text from the right hand side. It just looks good. Now I want to make this image a little bit smaller, so I'm just going to click there at the corner, and you see the double arrow, which means we can resize this image. I'm going to make it a bit smaller. I want to make it the size of just one paragraph. I just want to have one paragraph wrapped around it. So there it is. I'm happy with that size. You may want it bigger, or you may even want it smaller. You just click on the image and you can drag it. If you click on the edit here, it will take you to another screen where you can change the size. You can make this image a link. You can link it to a media file, to an Earl attachment page. We are not going to do that. I am going to just close this. I'm not going to edit that image. Now we have the image that is being displayed in the post itself. If we want to use a main image or a featured image, which normally looks good with a blog post, you can just scroll to the bottom of the right hand side. You'll see featured image stated there. You can just click on set featured image. It will take you to the same media library, and once again we can just drag an image into this area. So I'm going to drag an image. Maybe you will recognize this face. This is just a tongue-in-the-cheek look at Lorem Ipsum from an alien perspective. This will now be the featured image. It will not display here at the top, but once we publish or publish this article, it will appear. So once we have added our images, let's have a look at what we need to do next. We can leave the format as is because this is a standard post. Categories. You will note that there is a category area and tags area, as I've stated earlier in the video. Now, if we want to, normally WordPress will state it as uncategorized, but we want to categorize this article. So let's create a new article by clicking on Add New Article. I'm going to click there. Now we have the option to create a category. So let's call this category Alien Ipsum, and then add new category. Right there it is selected. This simply means that this post will be in a category Alien Ipsum. On a serious note though, if you have, let's say, a website that sells vehicles, you may create different areas for different brands of vehicles. If you want to add article to under Ford or article under Fiat, you can simply create a category, select to which category that specific post will be linked to. Now, under categories we have tags. Now, as I've said earlier, tags are just quick search words. So what search words can we use here? Let's say alien. Now it says separate tags with commas. So I'm going to add a comma after the alien. You will see the alien will be created in a minute. Then we're going to say test, because this is a test post. We can say this is an example post. We can say this is a tutorial. Okay, and if we click add, you will see that there are now different tags that is allocated to this post. Now let us just make sure we have done everything. We have given it a title, we have placed the text, we have added an image to the article, and we have added a featured image, we have added a category and a couple of tags. So what we can do now, we can publish this post. Now it has been given a name, and this is the URL where we will find this post on the website. If we go to the front page of this website, let's use a shortcut to do that. If you hover over the website name, you can just click, I'm going to right click on visit site, open it in a new tab. So there is the front page of my website, and this is where the post is supposed to be displayed. But since I'm using Divi, I just quickly need to go to Pages, go to Homepage. This is where my blog articles is selected. Now I need to alien ipsum. You will recall that was a category that was selected for this post. So let's click on it to enable that post to be displayed on the website. I'm going to update that quickly. I'm going back to posts, lorem ipsum. This is the post that we've been working on. So right now I'm going to the front page. I'm going to refresh it, and hopefully our post will display. There it is displaying. It says ancient alien ipsum. There is an article. If we click on the post, it will take us to the post itself. And there it is, as simple as that. In the next tutorial, we're going to look at comments, how to allow people to make comments on your website, and how to prevent people from spamming your articles, and to prevent them from posting comments on your website. So until then, take care. Bye-bye.